Hi, ever wonder what it's like to work another profession or live in the underworld? Listen to unsuspecting riders give a 10 to 15 minute personal masterclass as I spontaneously interview them as they enter my taxi. I'm your host, Simon Rushton, and this is Taxi Chronicles. Morning. Yes, we're back with another episode, another rider. Today we have the lovely Sally. She's all the way from Nottingham. She's smiling and she piles on her lip gloss in her black latex cat suit that looks like she's from, what's that movie? I forgot the movie. Charlie's Angels. Yes, Charlie's Angels. She's one of the Nottingham Charlie's Angels here. But anyway, nice to have you here today, Sally.
Hello.
Okay, so tell us first of all, what kind of person were you like when you were in school?
I was quite quiet. I was quite good until about year 10.
And what happened then?
And then I just came out my shell a bit, got a bit naughty.
Okay. So, yeah, but what happened while you came out your shell? What was the significant thing?
I don't think there was one. I think it was just like a change of friendship group.
Okay.
It just kind of brought me out my shell a bit.
So you've gone from the quiet and nerdy to the out there latest fashion glamour girl.
Mhm.
Okay. So how was that transition? Was it easy to be accepted in the new group of people?
Yeah, I'm still friends with them all now, so it was quite easy.
Okay, that's good. That's nice. So, were you a sporty child?
Yeah, I did Irish dancing up until I was about 14.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so you got something there, isn't it?
Yeah.
So tell us about Irish dancing, because I don't know a thing about it. I know they wear green and dance and tight. The men wear tights or something.
Yeah, so you know tap dancing?
Yeah.
It's like that, but it's a bit harder. You have to kick your legs in the air, and it's crazy. You can travel all over the world with it. I went to Boston, been to America, I've been to Canada.
Just on the back of dancing?
Yeah.
How many people? Is it a group? Are you in a group?
No, you do it by yourself. So you dance by yourself, and obviously they judge you.
So it's competition?
Yeah.
So your bedroom's full of trophies?
It was. Not anymore. I'm a bit old for that.
Oh, so it's a young girl's game?
No, like you can do it up until you're like 25, but I've had an injury in my knee, so I just stopped doing it.
And did that injury occur due to the dancing?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what would be your advice to somebody who wanted to get into Irish dancing? What's the best age?
I'd say you have to start from when you're like a child, like 6, 7. Yeah.
So we're talking like Buddhist monk age. That's what it is. Okay.
I started when I was like 3, so I've
Really?
always done it. Yeah.
So your mum and dad went dance.
Yeah. No, the whole family did it. So me, my sisters, my cousins, we've all been brought up to do it.
And I take it your Irish heritage.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was going to say you don't sound very Irish.
No. I lived there for about 4 years, but that was about it.
Oh, when you was young, and then you came to
England, yeah.
England. Okay. So you migrated.
Yeah.
Do you feel Irish apart from when you wear your green uniform?
Not really. Not until I'm around my grandma. Then I feel it.
Okay. So, what? I know the men wear those green tight uniform. What do the women wear?
They're like, it's a very funny shaped dress. Like you have to get them made. Like specially made. They're like over £1,000 each.
Really?
To wear, yeah. I can't even explain. It looks like a cardboard cutout, but it's obviously not a cardboard cutout.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a bit hard to explain.
Is it like a can dress?
No, like it's quite stiff. Because obviously you've got to like kick your legs up and that, so it's got to be stiff so everyone don't see you, you know.
Okay. So, yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
They don't want to see everything. God bless you.
No.
Yeah. So, and how many people in the competition?
The smaller competitions, they'd be like 30, but the ones where you'd go to like Boston and Canada and all them places, they'd be like 300 people.
And have you ever won gold?
Yeah.
Many a time?
Yeah.
You're driving with a star, ladies and gentlemen, a star. Be on your best behaviour. Okay. I take it you have some of your confirmations on your Instagram.
No.
Really?
I don't really tell people that I did it.
Why? That's something you should be proud of.
I don't know.
Why not? You should be having posts, because think about it. With your experience, you could become a trainer.
Yeah.
That's something you could get paid for.
I'm not as sporty anymore.
It doesn't matter. If you retired, you could share the gift.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So, like, what would be your? I asked you this earlier, and I don't think you really answered. Now we have to really. I want a proper answer. What would be your guidance, your words of advice to some young lady who's trying to get into this dancing thing?
You just have to keep training. Like, I used to do it like 7 days a week. You have to keep going to make yourself better.
Okay. And how many hours a day and what kind of training?
Like 2 hours a day. Some days like 3 hours. It's like more stamina and fitness. So obviously you've got to dance for like 3 minutes at a time. So you need stamina to be able to keep you going.
You've got to be able to go really fast for 3 minutes, like you're on the wacky back.
Yeah,
okay.
like that.
Okay. Right. But 3 hours or 2 hours a day for a 6-year-old, that's
It's not so much at that age. It's when you get to like 10.
That sounds like that Eastern European gymnastics. Yeah, it's a little 5-year-old been spin, dive, don't touch the floor, back up again.
No, when you're younger, you can do like a few hours a week, but then when you start getting into the bigger competitions, you just have to keep going.
Was there anything that you felt that you just don't want to do this anymore? Any time you just thought, it's not for me?
It was just time consuming. Like, I was growing up, I wanted to have a social life, and I was training every day, so I couldn't. So it made me think, do I want to do it anymore?
But you're happy you committed?
Yeah.
At the end of the day?
Yeah.
Regardless of that decision. Who was pushing you the most, your mum or your dad?
My mum.
Did she used to do it?
No. But so me and my sisters did it, and because we were quite good, she didn't want us to stop. But then we both stopped anyway.
And then so your mum was taking you on the trips to Boston?
Yeah.
So it's all paid for package. Dance, girls, dance. I want to go shopping.
Yeah.
Boston. Here we come. Okay.
Yeah.
How did you find being in the competitions? How was that?
It was scary because at that age I didn't have much confidence. So being put in front of like thousands of people and then just watching you was like, whoa.
They're watching you. You said this was in Boston. Was this in like a football arena?
No, you'd be on a massive stage. It'd be like the size of like a football thing. But you'd be on a stage with lights on you, so everyone can they're just watching you.
So, is that night then?
No, it goes from like morning time. It can start at like 6:30 in the morning and finish at like 9 at night.
Are you on the stage by yourself?
No, there's normally 2 or 3 of you on at the same time.
And they just say, number 1, please go.
No, you dance together, and then they'll judge you and write it down, and then you have to make it into the next round, and then they'll let you know if you've done it.
So you've probably got a lot of parents who are pushing their children to the maximum.
Yeah.
Probably a lot of breakdowns. Mum, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, that was me every week.
Is it? Okay. And your mum just said, no.
Yeah, and then in the end she was like, all right.
Okay. So you wanted to give up for quite from an earlier time.
So I gave up when I was about 14, so it must have been from when I was like 12 and a half. Some days I'd like it and then some days I wouldn't, so I couldn't really make my mind up. But then when I injured myself, I thought, I'm not doing it.
Okay, that makes sense. And you said your injury has nothing to do with your dancing?
it kind of started from that, but I've just got dodgy knees now.
Just the impact of
Yeah.
slamming, probably.
Yeah.
Because it's a slam, isn't it?
Yeah, you've got to
studs
wear
in your
special shoes. They've got like massive heels on, and you've got to go like on the top of your toe like a ballerina.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Sounds very ninja. Ninja Sally. Sally Ninja. Okay. What would you say you learn? No, before I go on to that, exercise routine. You spoke about exercise. What did you swim? Did you stretch? Did you run?
You'd have to stretch. Then we'd have like an at-home gym, so like treadmills, cardio. We used to have to do that for about an hour a day. And then you'd go to the class and they'd do more stamina, more cardio, as well as having to actually dance.
So it's more about cardio.
Yeah.
Then there's two sides, cardio and technique.
Yeah, you've got to have the cardio to keep you going, but then obviously you need the technique to make you good.
Yeah, understood. So the dance in itself is just called Irish dancing?
Yeah.
There's no Celtic word or anything like that? How far does it go back? Do you know the history of it?
I've got no idea.
You dedicated a good portion of your life to it. You have no idea.
No idea.
Sadly, I'm disappointed.
Sorry.
I'm truly disappointed.
I'm sorry.
I'm not sure if we can publicise it. Okay, what did you learn from all your experience that you wish you knew when you started?
I don't know, at the time I was just very lazy. Like, if I can go back now, I wouldn't be so lazy because I could have got further than what I did.
Okay.
But I just couldn't be bothered.
What does the future hold for Sally now?
Couldn't even tell you myself.
Do you ever miss those days?
Some days, and some days like me and my sister will say, oh, we'll go back. Just for like the stamina and the fitness, but we went once and that was about it.
Okay. Was it is it hard to find venues that do this Irish dancing in England?
No, there's quite a few, like, so every dance school will hold a competition, so it's up to them to find somewhere in their city to do it. It can even be like in a secondary school, as long as they've got a stage and a big hall, then you can do it.
Okay, yes, I know Irish people are everywhere.
Yeah.
So, okay, that's good. So what do you do now? You spoke about nursery work.
Yeah, I work in a nursery with children.
How did the transition go to nursery? Is that what you always wanted to do?
Kind of. I left school, I went to college and did health and social. So that was more like older people. But I didn't like college, so then I went into the younger years and I've been there for 3 years.
Why didn't you like college?
It just wasn't for me. I didn't like the thought of doing the work and not getting paid. Okay. I'd rather be doing the work and getting the paid at the same time.
Okay, fair enough. It's very clear.
Yep.
And precise what you want or what you don't want. Whatever.
Yep.
Okay. All right. The last question is, what's the impact you want to have in the world?
I think in this generation, people just aren't very nice. Like I'm nice to people, so like they feel good about themselves, because people are horrible and it makes people feel down. So I think by me being nice to people, they'll think, oh, I'll be nice.
Just make the world a better place.
Yeah.
Being nice to people.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thanks a lot.
It's all right.
Much appreciated. And we wish you well. And thank you for enlightening us about the Irish dancing.
It's all right.
We hope you liked that interview. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to get the latest daily episode. Ever considered investing in the continent with the fastest growing economy and population on Earth? The same continent that holds 30% of the world's known natural resources? Then listen to our sister podcast, Africa Investor Stories, where you will hear real investors with real stories from around the world share their experience of investing in Africa. We post Monday and Thursday at 10 a.m.